Save the stinky bus for later. Let's go into Tom Brady. I'll transition off of that. Speaking of relationships that don't last forever, and when you think that they would, I'm still kind of beside myself that Gisele Bundchen and Tom Brady didn't stand the test of time. I thought they were just perfect together, and now she's gone and pulled the Dave Grohl, and she's going to have another baby. Like, wow, with Ralph Macchio.
Men and women are different, so I don't think you can compare Dave Grohl to Gisele Bundchen. We're talking about like apples to asparagus, vegetables to fruits. But I mean, in all seriousness, right? Like, we're not the same. I mean, yeah, we're the same species, but we're like two species within a species, so it's kind of hard to compare both. But so Tom Brady's married to Gisele, and like you mentioned, Dave, I thought for the longest time, like, that's your textbook couple. You got this 6'5", good-looking, charming dude. He's got the cash, he's got the status, the success. He's like the GOAT. Everybody's chanting his name. I mean, imagine being a chick and you go to a stadium and there's like 10,000 people in the stadium having your husband's last name on the back of their jersey. Like, that's got to be something special. And you think they're going to be there forever.
Well, just the fact that they were Ken and Barbie, like, everything seemed like it was just a match made in heaven. And I mean, keep in mind, he was with Michelle Moynihan. You'll remember her from, I think it was I, Robot, where she starred opposite Will Smith. I hope I got that right. I really do. But anyways, they had a kid together and everything was great. And then all of a sudden, Gisele came along. He left her, hooked up with Gisele. They got married, had a few kids, and it just seemed like that was it. They were going to be Ken and Barbie forever. And then he went, and this is just speculation from what I've read, but she wasn't happy about him going back and playing. He said he was going to retire and spend more time with the family, and that's where things started kind of getting maybe a little bit rocky. God, I feel like we're like a gossip rag now. But I just don't understand how him wanting to go do something that he loves to do and had done since they had met, the fact that he wanted to try and squeeze out a couple more years, that wasn't met with more support. The next thing you know, she's off dating the karate instructor and now having a baby. Like, it just seemed like it happened like that. It's just, as somebody who believes in true love, it was just kind of heartbreaking.
Well, hey, like the old saying goes, don't let logic and reason get in the way of a good argument. And it makes me shake my head because, like you mentioned, Ken and Barbie seem like they're going to be there together forever, but he's also going back, and I know he retired and then decided, hey, I changed my mind, but it's not like you didn't know he was doing this. This is the reason why you met him. If he's not playing football, you have no idea who this guy is. He's just some random dude in California. So, and the fact that he's the GOAT, he's the greatest of all time, it's not like he's Joe Schmo, like somebody over here trying to milk it out for a couple more years. He's the greatest of all time. Like, you know this. And she's all bent out of shape by this, doesn't like it or whatever. They have the family. So I guess, and we don't know exactly what happened, but it's rumored that apparently she was cheating on him. I read an article the other day. I don't know what to believe in the media because nothing's really honest these days. But if I was to do the old sniff test, so she cheats on him. He gets wind of it. Tom, being the G that he is, starts transferring all the assets that he has into his mom's name over the next year. She ends up pulling the pin, says, hey, I'm going to blow up the family. I'm going to leave you. I want to take half. Oh, sorry, Miss Bunchens. Tom doesn't own anything. It's all in his mom's name. What? Yeah, you're going to be paying him, which is an absolute G move. But then, so she leaves him, blows the family up at 40-something years old, and now she's with the karate instructor, and she's pregnant, going to start a new family with this dude at 45. I just shake my head at that.
From what I understand, I think she was the breadwinner between the two of them.
Well, she was the breadwinner, but he also had all the assets that he had in his name. So, again, to minimize damage and just get everything over to his mom's name in the meantime, like, that's a smart man right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, let's not get into the weeds of what separation and divorce looks like, but I mean, you got to protect yourself how you can. Yeah, again, I just think it's heartbreaking, and I mean, Tom doesn't seem to be overly bothered by it. He's a minority owner now in the Las Vegas Raiders. Actually, he got into a little bit of hot water because he was on he was doing the game, and apparently because they allowed him to continue commentating in the booth as long as he wasn't critical of the officials, which he can't do because now he's a part owner of a team. Like, it's very, very interesting the way the rules are being, set for Tom, and it's a very, very interesting precedent that they're sending or setting as far as what he's able to do and what he's not. But yeah, he seems to be rather unfazed by it. I think he just goes and gets Botox every time he's bummed out, so he doesn't look like he's bummed out.
I was going to say, short of having the fact that his eyebrows don't move anymore, I don't think he's done anything wrong outside of that. He's also dating, is it Ronaldo or Messi's ex-girlfriend? The Ivanka Sheik?
No idea. I had no idea.
It's Ronaldo's ex-girlfriend. I can't remember if it was Ronaldo or Messi. It's one of their ex-girlfriends. And dude, she's beautiful. She was on, I think she was on Colbert. Maybe she was on Fallon. And they have this robot. And the robot's like, hey, I'm gay, but I'm not gay anymore because this woman is so beautiful, and the whole crowd erupts because she's just that good looking. She's a beautiful woman. I think she is Middle Eastern, might be Russian, something like that, but gorgeous woman nonetheless, and that's his new Miss Brady.
My wife loves watching Georgina, which is a series on Netflix that follows around Cristiano Ronaldo's current wife. His wife, I shouldn't say current. Cristiano Ronaldo's wife and all of her escapades as far as being in the Middle East. And yeah, I popped my head in a few times, and boy, oh boy, she's not hard to look at either. Telling you, professional athletes, I don't know how, but they seem to land themselves great-looking women on a regular basis. It's weird. It's one of those mysteries of life.
Don't look at me.
Why? Are you kidding me? You have a beautiful, beautiful young woman who is very happy to call you her beau.
Yeah, I got a great one. I got a solid woman. Very, very happy to have her in my life. She's a wonderful addition, man. I know we talk about it off the show quite a bit, but it's amazing when you have, to put it nicely, when you have like your average woman, not looks wise, but just like your average woman as far as like what they bring to the table, and then when you have a real woman that really brings a lot to the table and is a compliment and is always happy and causes minimal drama, because they all cause some form of drama. Dude, I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate and very happy. So thanks for mentioning that, Dave.
Listen, man, we're both batting way out of our league, and don't forget that.
Whoa, speak for yourself, fella. You got one eye, I got two.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We do a new podcast every single Sunday during the season called Sling the Biscuit. It is a non-mainstream hockey podcast, so we talk about my hockey career, the minor pros, Spain, the Fed, you name it, all the stuff that you won't hear in the mainstream news.
Music,
Pop culture.
politics, a little bit.
Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.